Imagine finding out a stranger moved into your house, and when you call the police to report the trespasser, they say you are the one that has to vacate the property. It happened to our next guest, and now they're in the middle of a legal battle to get their home back. Here to explain their bizarre story that is stranger than fiction, homeowners Brian and Renee Prindle. Welcome to both of you guys. First off, guys, how does this happen? How do you not just call the cops and say there's a trespasser in my house, get him out?
Well, she came out of the house with a lease agreement, and it turned it into a civil matter.
What lease agreement?
It was a lease agreement that you can download off of the internet. Anyone can get it, and it had a third-party signature on it, and our names were nowhere on the agreement.
Brian, this is outrageous. Why does that document count?
Basically, we're getting told just due to privacy acts, there's no proof that she was the frauder or that she broke into the home. So at that point, the lead cop at the time, had to call higher up, the prosecuting attorney's office, to figure out what they were supposed to do. Upon that, we were basically told that we needed to vacate the property. They did that very respectfully, but we also had to contact our attorney the next morning to get things rolling. This
is unbelievable. I could see the pain and frustration in your face. Deborah Smith is this woman. She said she moved in after calling a number in an ad for rental properties, and she said she moved in, she gave that man $1,500, therefore she has a right to stay. And Renee, that seems to be working so far?
Yeah, it's definitely working in her favor, and meanwhile, several other people are suffering because of it.
In what way?
Well, we are pending sale on our home, and now we have a buyer in California that is homeless because she's ready to sign papers, and we can't get Deborah out of the house.
Does Deborah do drugs too? Was there drug paraphernalia in the house, Brian?
Yes, there was. At the time that we had gone back to discuss some things with Deborah civilly before we actually had our attorney go through with the eviction, there were things throughout the home that we took pictures of that, you know, a lot of it wasn't just bold paraphernalia. It was things that we're really used to ever seeing, and it didn't hold up in court. I mean, it was hard to prove that it was what it was.
And I guess, Renee, people watching this right now, could this happen to them, Renee?
Absolutely, yeah. We've been hearing more and more cases coming through social media that this is happening all around us, all across the country, and people need to be aware of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, first off, Brian, what's the actual next step?
Well, right now, just due to the fact that we're not landlords and she's not our tenant, we had taken the steps to get the expedited eviction because we're not landlords. We couldn't do the non-payment, so we had to go for the drug part of it, and you know, it was denied. So right now we're in the we were basically forced to do the amendment and act as landlords and do the regular eviction.
Landlords to a woman that's doing drugs, that doesn't even belong there. This is incredible. Brian and Renee, keep watching, because coming up later in the show, Bob Massey will join us, in fact, 8:20 Eastern Time, to tell you how to keep this from happening to you.
Thank you.
And hopefully help Brian and Renee with that. Best of luck, guys. You deserve justice, and we hope you get it.